Morena koutou, and welcome everybody to our council meeting today. Just reminding you about phones, off and away, and also we'll have a break, but nobody's indicated the need for a break yet for us, and lunch will be available at 1 o'clock. Now I'm going to just explain the karakia a little. Councillor Yates, you are rostered, so we don't always default to you to do the karakia. We're all learning our karakia here, but it is your turn. So could you please open our hui with the karakia?
Ka pai. Nō reira, he karakia mo te kaunihera o ngā roto, e te atua kaharawa. Ko koe te tohu rangatira, te tohu mātauranga. Mana kitia mai mātau wā au pononga i tēnei wā, e mahi nei ia mātau mahi mo te paenga o ngā tāngata o te kaunihera o ngā roto o Rotorua. Tūkua mai kia tau te rangi Māori e kirunga ia mātau i ngā wā katoa. Ko i hukraiti hoki tō mātau ariki. Āmine. Kia ora.
So for the public, in Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, Councillor Yates has been teaching us all, as elected members, a much more simple karakia than that one. So we're all trying to learn and use it. And it was, do you want to explain, Councillor Yates, the karakia that we're learning, who gifted it to us as a district?
Kia ora. So yes, the karakia that we're learning, which is also being taught in all of our schools across Rotorua, was gifted by Scotty Morrison, te manahau, and it was gifted originally for our Ngāti Whakauwe Wānanga Reo, but we saw the betterment of what that could look like across our whole rohe, as it refers to the summonings of various elements to ensure that our day ahead is blessed. Kia ora.
Thank you. Might be quite nice if we actually put that on our council Facebook as well, so that the public can understand, as we're all on a learning journey. Thank you. I call for apologies. I have an apology from Councillor Tapsell and an apology for lateness from Councillor Rokawa Tate. I'll move those. Oh, sorry. We might be through by then, but thank you for signalling that. I'm also a departure at 1:45, but we think we might be through by then. Thank you.
I'll second your worship.
Your second, thank you. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary, carried. Are there any declarations of interest? There appear to be none. Are there any urgent items that are not on the agenda today? There appear to be none. I think the nice aspect of today is that this is our first full council in level 1, and we should be acknowledging that, and we'll be seated back how we were, but that's a lovely feeling in Rotorua. But urge the public still to use your Tracer app, observe good hygiene, and don't come to work if you've got a cold or feeling sick. And that's just the common basics of managing through this COVID. Right, confirmation of minutes, the council minutes on the 27th of August. Do I have a mover and a seconder that the minutes of the council meeting on the 27th of August be confirmed as a true and correct record? Councillor Yates, seconded Councillor Bentley. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Contrary, carried. Recommendations from other committees. Report of the Operations and Monitoring Committee meeting held on the 3rd of September. I need a mover and a seconder for the motion that the report of the Operations and Monitoring Committee meeting held on the 3rd of September be received. Moved Councillor Yates, seconded Councillor Bentley. All those in favour, please say aye. And now we'll take through the recommendations of the operations and monitoring. The first recommendation, oh, you've caught up there, Hilda, well done, is the development of a draft climate action plan, that Council approve the draft climate action plan for wider community engagement. Do I have a mover? Should be Councillor Wang, seconded Councillor Donaldson. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary? Carried. The report of the Strategy, Policy and Finance Committee meeting held on the 10th of September. I need a mover that the report of the Strategy, Policy and Finance Committee meeting held on the 10th of September be received. Moved by Councillor Kai Fong, seconded Councillor Yates. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary? Carried. We move now to a mover and a seconder for the motions that the following recommendations of the Strategy, Policy and Finance Committee meeting held on the 10th of September be adopted. Recommendation 1. Did someone's... I've got this. Healthy homes. Yeah. Recommendation 1. He papakanga he hapori Tauri Kura Te Popo Rotaki, Rotorua Homes and Thriving Communities Strategic Framework. Do I have a mover that this report be received? Adopted. Councillor Donaldson, seconded. Councillor Yates. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary? Carried. Move now to, there are 4 items for consideration today before we move into public excluded. The confidential minutes from the previous meeting, the recommendations from SPNF Committee, the Sir Howard Morrison Performing Arts contract, and the Rotorua District Council Holdings Limited. The reasons for moving into public excluded are for commercial sensitivity, to enable commercial or industrial negotiations, to protect all communications between a legal advisor and clients. Do I have a mover and a seconder that we move into public excluded? Moved Councillor Wang, seconded Councillor Kai Fong. All those in favour, please say aye. Contrary? Carried.